Alright guys, welcome to this little adventure here guys. We are here to investigate this location today, and it's a great opportunity from the man himself. And we're not just here to investigate the house, we're here to investigate him as well. And I hope you guys enjoy this documentary, and I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned for the rest.
Fresh batteries. Okay, so let me use this one with a small motor. So what in here is just plugging those new batteries in that light, and the lights legit not going on.
Honestly
they're
guys,
brand new batteries though.
fresh brand new batteries. We were just stepping in the house and literally drained out fresh clean batteries. And I already use this LED light, so it's like,
yeah, it's crazy. We should just step out and test
it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it just turned on.
And something drained battery at the energy here already.
That happens a lot. Well, I'll leave this out in case you want to use it. There's a cord there.
Appreciate it.
There. I think you can plug into this one. You might as well move my phone cord plug into that one.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I got here with me right now. It's a trap camera. What it does, it triggers whatever goes by it every like 2 seconds. It could be anything that goes by. It could be us, any objects. They could let it on, and you know, I just put this guy right here, this way. So the trap camera is rolling, guys. We want to go back over there and do a little ceremony, and from there we'll start the seance. Let's go.
And recording whenever you're ready, you can.
And you can hear me properly? You don't need a microphone?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear me?
Yeah. I can.
Okay. So my beginnings of this adventure tonight with us, it's like I wanted to ask you guys a couple questions.
Sure.
And I would like to know, like, how old is this house? When was it built?
The house was born. It was built. It was born. It was born in 1890.
So it's
130 years. Is that right? 100, something like that.
What is attached to this house?
Well, there's many spirits here. The original owner comes through. One of the women who lived here in the 40s comes through. There's a nanny that comes through. A maid. She lived upstairs in the attic. She comes through frequently. But then, of course, there's dealing with the energies in the ground, and the trifecta, of course, of Route 66 highway and the Devil's Gate Dam and
Suicide.
the bridge. Mm-hmm.
And my other question is, how do you control these spirits or human entities around you?
Well, King Solomon is famous for his demonology. In the Keys of Solomon, there are 72 demons that he uses to build the temple of God, and he uses spells and sigils and circles of protection to control and build the temple. And in a similar fashion, that's what I do.
And how old were you when you got into this?
Well, I got into the occult really young. I was born Christian, into a Christian family, but I got into the occult really young, but I didn't really start pursuing it until more recently, when I thought, you know what, I might as well. I've been doing it for a very long time.
And do you actually consider yourself a Satanist?
Yes, I'm a Satanist.
What got you into it?
Into Satanism?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of a broad question, because when I was growing up in Christianity, I always sort of had a a penchant for the darkness. And about 12 or 13 years ago, I was living in San Francisco, and I went, I'm a Satanist. And I started studying from then on, and I just sort of opened the door, so to speak.
And how old were you when you started practicing your magic?
Well, I mean, I started doing magic work when I was really young, and it was all about intentions and creating things. So I would do mirror magic, and I would do spells. I didn't realize that was what I was doing, because again, I grew up in a very Christian home, so I didn't realize that was what I was doing. But looking back, I go, I was in my tens, early teens, when I really started doing a lot of that. But a very long time.
Have you ever gotten made fun of for it or getting picked on it?
Well, there were other reasons I was teased, and I was eccentric, and I was weird, and I was strange, and I was macabre, and so that was when I was younger. That wasn't even something that I really even announced, even to myself. So, of course, I didn't really know. I just did what I did.
3 a.m. games. Are those real?
Well, at 3 o'clock in the morning, it is considered the witching hour. 3 o'clock in the morning, traditionally, is the only time the church was closed. So if you were to commit an abominable sin, you could not go to the church for confession. So folklore has a way of sort of weeding its way, and there are many things that do occur between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
I had two more questions before we start the seance.
Ask as much as you like.
Here's the thing, and myself, I've been studying some of this stuff since maybe I was a kid. I got into it because when I was a kid, I don't know how to explain it if people believe me or not, but when I was small growing up, I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. I came, we were living in this apartment. I went upstairs to get my little Game Boy, you could say. And then I came out, we had a 1-seater couch, and when I came out, I saw some guy dressed like a cowboy, fully dark cowboy.
Oh, interesting.
And then when I froze, my mind was just this for a couple of seconds, And then out of nowhere, he told me to come here. I was like, no, so I was it's just frozen. And I just went right downstairs, and when I came back up, he was transformed into himself, taking himself. I saw it fully formed with his stick, his tail, everything all red. I'm like, and then my mom, she think I was going crazy. I was like, I know what I saw. I know what I see, I know what cause he burned everything in the house with my hallucination. He burned the whole house with fire.
Oh my.
And I kind of panicked me myself a lot, but since that story, I had to go through a lot of counseling, you're this and that and stuff like that. But when I know myself, I know what I saw. So this is why I'm here today, in this journey myself and exploring, going through haunted locations, doing research. That's why I'm into this stuff a lot.
Oh, brilliant. Well, as Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true.
Yep. And then I just lost the idea.
It's okay.
But
You are safe.
I've been studying a little bit of magic and stuff myself too. So, and I kind of explained to you a little bit. And I was I kind of when I practice it, I feel like my energy drains out sometimes.
Yes. When we give energy, when we are energy, when we allow energy to pass through us, it can be very draining. In fact, tomorrow morning I'm probably going to be very tired.
That's why I was telling myself too. I'm gonna feel really drained out tomorrow.
But that's why we have the precautions here in front of us. So when we go into it, I have things that represent things that will perhaps take the edge off ever so slightly.
Yeah, because not too long ago, a couple of seconds, I started feeling super, a little bit kind of lightheaded. I'm not sure if it's hot, but I know it's not hot. I know it's hot for sure, but I know it's not the case. In my mind, it's not the case. I know something that's getting my attention. It wants to get my attention pulled. It's does it want to tell me something, but I'm not too sure what it is. In my mind.
There's much here.
Yeah, it's just making me super lightheaded, something a little, not too much, but a little.
Well, that's why when we get into it, we're going to start with eating a piece of chocolate and or some grapes, because it's the sweetness. In the Victorian era, they believed that they would go through your energy, that the spirits would go through your energy, so you would have to make certain your blood sugar was properly regulated.
Yeah, I understand. You and then maybe the filmer might have any questions.
What is the most well, not creepiest, because I don't think I'll be really creepy to you since you're used to this stuff, but what is the best experience you ever had in this house as far as paranormal activity wise?
Well, there's been bumps and knocks and full body apparitions, but I think my favorite is contacting Jack Parsons from the Great Beyond.
Oh, wow.
He was a Satanist and he was a rocket scientist.
Oh, he was too.
And he came through at a seance. Long story short, he told me a rocket ship, a jet-propelled engine that he had been working on, which they ended up by going into production after his death. And then he talked about a book, and then he talked about... So there were lots of things. He was basically just letting me know. He even said the name H.H. Holmes, and one of the participants went, "The serial killer?" Well, it turns out Jack Parsons was featured in a book by this writer called Anthony Boucher, who went by the pen name of H.H. Holmes. And he wanted me to read that book, so I did. I got a lot out of it.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing.
So that's the interview. I guess we could start.
Sure. I have to retrieve my necklace from over there, and before we start, we have to get some from you.
Yeah.
And then we can start.
Well, you can shut off for right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a spare box, but
I got mine right here, so you can.
yeah, my because I have that not the ball microphone. I have the other one, and I forgot to get a battery.
I have to bring a little blood. As a welcome.
You also live by Altadena, Enchanted Forest.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I won't forget that one.
We literally heard like this little girl. I don't know.
Before we begin, you must take either a piece of chocolate and or a grape, one or the other. Because the sweetness is what regulates your energy. Not yet. A chocolate here. Salt is for afterwards, because salt cleanses the palate afterwards. So I shall have a grape as well. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is with this sea salt, we're going to create a barrier between us and external forces. Would you like, friend, some sea salt around you?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Just sprinkle it around you. And then I'll give you some oil too, so don't go too far. Now, first thing we're going to do is take this. This goes right in the center of the forehead. This is a road opener, so that we can all be of one mind and one accord, so that we can each focus our energies. For the spirits are seen tonight, and they will use our energy. These oils go on but these go on where we need protection most. This one goes here on your wrists like this, on the right side. Rub it through your hands. Yes. I was looking for words. This one, once that one goes through, that one is on your wrists, you put it through your hands. This one goes in your temples, here, and on the back of your neck as a protection. The next thing we're going to do, and then you'll be able to return to the camera. Okay. This one is just to attract the sweetness. This is to attract the spirits. This is rose water. Alright, now this for you is not fine. This is grape juice. This is grape juice. Now, O spirits, we raise the glass tonight. We raise this glass for you and we welcome you here. Sing, O gentle spirits. Use our bodies and our energies for your own. if you will all take hands, if you will. You can reach around, take her hand. And together we are going to chant the Om. Sing, O spirits, continue to chant these. Sing, O spirits. We welcome you, gentle spirits, here. Use our energies tonight, that you may speak with us, to us, through us. We welcome you, O gentle spirits. You may release. Now, we call upon the spirits. We call now upon the spirits of the north, the spirits of the south, the spirits of the east, the spirits of the west. We call on the spirits above and we call upon the spirits below. That here tonight that you would heed our clarion. That you, O gentle spirits, we divide that curtain in between into two. We exalt now the symbol of death, because the veil is cut between the two. We raise the symbol of death, because the veil is very thin tonight, and we welcome you, O gentle spirits, to preside over us. That you would speak, use our minds, our bodies, our voices. Thank you, gentle spirits. Now, Lady Alexandra, if you would be so kind. So that we can make room. Now, if you will all place your hands onto the Ouija board, 2 fingers bind us together. 2 fingers. Make sure we don't knock those over. This is new. Light as a feather light. We'll go in a figure 8. That's a circle. Let's go to an 8. Go this way. This way. There we go. Gentle spirits. We welcome you here, gentle spirits. Use our minds, our bodies, our spirits. We welcome you, gentle spirits. Now, we awaken you from beyond. Is there someone here who would like to speak? Welcome, gentle spirits. We know that you are here. We sense your presence. We sense the veil. First of all, gentle spirits, we want to thank you for being here. Now, what is the first letter of your name? Yes, what is the first letter of your name? Okay. Yes. Yes, welcome. Sometimes the spirits can hear what you're thinking too, by the way.
It's not for E. It's an F. X. G.
Z.
Z. Hello there.
I was wondering if you were going to show up.
My Monday or
Jojo. How are you doing, my friend?
Hello, Zozo.
My Monday or just went up.
Welcome. Who has a good question for my friend Zozo?
How old are you?
Zero. Because he doesn't have an age.
Jane? Okay.
JK. No. Either that means just kidding, or are you JK rolling me? Hello, Zozo. Hello, gentle spirit. You are welcome here. You can either manipulate these rods, or you can manipulate that board. We are here and we welcome you.
Or the K2 meters on the side, feel free.
Yes. You just have to touch it, make a noise right over there. See that green light? Right over there. You can touch it. I don't blame you, my darling. I'm not one for that either. Hello, friend. Oh. You see, they think they can hear your thoughts. Zozo can hear your thoughts. Someone had a question.
Are you happy that we're here tonight? I think.
Gentle Spirit, is there one amongst us that you would like to speak with? X. I believe that is an I. It could be 11. 11? Is that who you wanted to speak with? 11? Who is 11? It looks like between M and J and K, M, I. Is it safe to say, Zozo, that you wish to speak to Michael? Is it safe to say that you wish to speak to Jesus?
Do you want to speak with our friend Jose?
We are not here to hurt you, to alarm or to frighten you. You can speak. You can speak. Use our energy, gentle spirit. Gentle spirits, is there anyone here who would like to speak? Someone who could use our energy? Is there someone who can use our energy to come forth? The moon. Welcome, gentle spirits. We are here and so are you. Use our energy to control this board, to control that planchette, to control these rocks. You're being rather fastidious, I'd like to say. Well, hello. Yes, that. You can use that too. You can speak right into that. You can touch that. That green light right there. You can touch it.
Feel free, spirits. Don't be nervous.
We are here for you. We support you and we welcome you, gentle spirits.
Feel free to say anything in this device as well. We could hear you with this device. Feel free with what you would like to say. We're here to hear you. K2 meter. As long as it's pointed.
Off again.
Would you like to use a spare box? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. Turn this on for you guys. Right here. It's in the canvas.
Helen, all I've thought, you keep saying you can touch this, and it comes up to the top of the board and then sort of stops. Yeah, like that.
Put it right at the edge.
My suspicion is you can touch this.
So it wants me to touch the K2 meter.
No.
He wants to touch it.
The
but he-
check comes up to the top of the board, and you say you can touch it.
Ah, very good.
Hello, spirits. Feel free. I use the spare box. We're here to hear you out. Don't be nervous. Or yes.
W?
W.
It's a long journey. Of all of the gifts that's on the table, there is one in particular that is most important. The ability to welcome and to say no. I think it's saying we're not looking in the right place.
Touch.
You can go ahead and touch the K2 meter if you'd like to.
You just did.
Oh,
The planchettes been touching the K2 meter.
Spirit, you see that green light right here? If you come right over here to this, without the planchette, you can touch this right here. It won't hurt you. See, I can touch it. I'm not afraid of it. It won't hurt you, I promise. You can use that as a little bit of energy right there.
or use a spare box and we'll be able to hear your voice out.
All you have to do is say the words. You wanted to be heard.
What did we do to the frequency of station?
Oh, so big.
Yeah.
Alright, spirits.
You can communicate here.
Is this better for you guys? One at a time, spirits.
Speak so that we can hear you, one at a time, gently, please. Come in a way that we can understand you. Baron Schmitty, yes, I hear you too. Possess us, that you may come through. Speak so that we can hear you.
Could I
One off. I mean
the case meter?
yeah.
Good job. There you go. Just like that. Can you make it fully red? That won't hurt. That'll be wonderful. Hey there, I heard you. Maybe I'll like to try to see if I can get a hold of like one of my uncles. Is that okay? My bud's in Spanish.
You speak Spanish? I do not, so please do.
I'll translate. Hola espíritus, en esta noche quiero ver si puedo comunicar con mi tío Jorge Luis. ¿Puede venir? ¿Estás aquí, tío? Yes.
Sí.
¿Eres tú, tío? Te extraño y extraño a mi mamá. M. E. C. Sorry. That's T. No. ¿Estás aquí, Jorge Luis? Si lo quieres tocar, toca el aparato. No tenga miedo. He's scared.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It's like a thief, and he's kind of, it's like, he's going, it's kind of a back way, and he's going, I feel like I'm not comfortable. That's what I'm getting out of that. He's also tired of fighting.
Oh yeah. That's he sees the thing that we go at home, do at home a lot with the one of the sisters.
With the sister?
Yes. Correct.
Is there a shrine or some sort of monument to him, some sort of...
I'm trying to recall. I think my mom might have something. Tío Jorge Luis, ¿está aquí todavía? ¿Extraña a mi mamá? does. Siempre los cuida. I want to know who killed him. ¿Me puedo preguntar, tío, que quién los mató? Is that his wife?
It says foe.
What is it?
M.
M. P. Y.
Oh.
C. Mi. Z. R. Y.
He had to get out.
He left.
He had to get out. 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 He was tired of fighting, and he had to get out.
Yeah, they got him pretty good when he cut out like his restaurant shop he was in there. ¿Me puedes decir por qué lo mataron? I don't know, but I was getting really emotional.
He's very emotional. He's showing me the merchant card. So it's like, there's a couple of things I'm getting out of this. He's saying sort of like, I had things I had to do. It's human and it's beautiful and it is healing.
I don't know if that's what he's feeling, but it's working.
It's healing. It is healing.
Me está haciendo llorar, tío.
Mama, you're a sister. I mean, his sister.
Extraño a mi mamá, que yo sé. Yo también lo quiero mucho. ¿Usted es el que anda en la casa?
Wedding card inverted. Separation.
Yeah, he left his family behind. ¿No quiere que le diga algo a mi mamá?
Things were not consistent. Things were crumbling around him.
Yes.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh. It's the sweetheart card inverted.
Is that his wife? ¿Tuvo que algo, mi tía Marlene tuvo que hacer algo con usted? ¿Que lo mataron? No.
What I'm getting though is that separation of love, like the sweetheart being against a wall and feeling like being across the wall, being separation from building walls and holding on to the past, holding on to the past, holding on to like picture.
Oh.
He carried a picture.
Tuvo una foto cuando lo enterraron, tío. Yes. ¿Cuál foto fue, tío? W. Wife, I think. ¿Quiere que le diga un recuerdo para mi mamá? Wife. Sí. ¿Qué le quiere decir?
He was actually kind of happy about it. It was funny. He said, I could think clearly, I could think rationally for the first time.
Can you remember that? No. I'm asking him, ¿es usted, tío, que está ahí? ¿Era usted?
Malady, sickness, tired, not wanting to get out of bed, depression, seeing death, feeling.
That's how he feels. I'm asking him if he wants me to tell him Mom anything before I let him go. I'm not sure.
Transformation.
Yes.
Transformation. The butterfly.
What does he mean by that?
To transform. It is talking about going into a dark place. When the caterpillar goes into its cocoon, the entire body melts. The only thing that stays the same is its heart. So he says, there's change. It's okay to be dark, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Don't stay in the dark. Don't stay there. Don't stay in the dark.
I just felt like my thumb, like something touched my thumb. I felt like I don't know how to explain it. It just felt heavy. I can't even talk right now.
Oh, yeah. There's things he wants you to say.
¿Qué me quiere decir, tío? Ahorita esa es su única oportunidad. I, no, L, L, and then X. O.
Oh.
Love.
It's also it's EXO. It's like it's a kiss. He was very sweet.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like, I love you, EXO. He would oftentimes when he would talk EXO like in written EXO. It was easier. There's melancholy, sort of feeling alone.
¿Usted se queda en la casa con nosotros, tío? I asked him if someone's in the house with us. Quiere mucho a mi mamá, ¿verdad? Yes. Lo extraño mucho, tío.
If you see, is this Mama?
Yes.
Feeling sad, feeling despair, feeling lonely. He comes to her. He does that.
Lo quiero mucho, tío. Le mando muchos abrazos. Oh. Oh.
Might have been
Okay.
either O or he was trying to go for in and fell off the board. That
No.
happens too.
Oh, he doesn't want me to let him go.
Yeah, they get trapped. And it would make him happy if he could. The reversal of sorrows.
Like, what does he mean by that?
He wants, before he goes away, he wants to make certain that everyone is
Safe. Yo sentía que no estamos cuidados en la casa porque mi mamá sufre mucho. S. It's S, Miss. Yes. Next thing you know, my mom suffers a lot in the house.
That's what it was saying here, and that there's a lot of that. Balance. He says, what I'm getting from this card is basically, I need you to do your spirit practices,
Yeah.
because it's in the right side up. He's saying you have to sort of all together focus on all of it. It's like he was kind of religious.
Yeah, he is. He was Christian.
And he's kind of saying here, he's kind of like, just pray, just pray, just pray. And whatever spiritual practice you do, he wants you to continue to do.
To be honest, like I don't really like do that stuff. Like I follow my own beliefs. You know?
And that's okay. Just
He wants us to protect. Yes.
also he says there's no joy in that house.
No. We suffer a lot.
Everything is upside down.
Good. Whatever.
He says, I don't like that. He says, I want Mama, my sister, I want her to laugh.
Be joyful.
I feel like he had one of the things I keep seeing in my mind, and I know this is silly, I keep seeing like a cowboy hat.
They move.
I keep seeing a cowboy hat. Like, or a fedora, or like a...
Yes.
It's a prison. It's not just the house, but he feels trapped because he feels like he has to help. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw you looking.
Me?
Him, Michael.
Oh,
Didn't you see that?
yeah.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Just a...
Oh. I want to ask him, ¿está aquí usted ahorita, tío, con nosotros, presente?
Thought.
Huh?
Thought. Thoughtfulness.
I asked him if he's here with us.
Yeah, he's...
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's life and death. He's kind of caught between the two, if you look here. He doesn't. He says the thing is about being hopeful, though. He says not to be blind. Don't be blind.
I'm not sure what he means.
Hope can blind you. When we sometimes, when we want something so badly, we blind ourselves to all other possibilities. We say no, no. But he's saying, open your eyes.
Yeah, but to see the reality.
Open your eyes.
Yes.
He's also saying he felt a little like he had been very kind, and he feels like people were not faithful to him.
I know who that is. ¿Es usted tío que está ahí? Quiero que me haga un favor, tío. Quiero que me toque la mano. Wow, okay, it feels kind of cold in here.
I feel like
¿Es usted, tío? Me da gusto en hablar con usted, tío.
surprise.
Si quiere, me puede seguir para la casa, usted, tío. I asked him if he could follow me home if he likes. He's welcome there anytime.
Yes. He says, I know that. He says, how do you think I'm here, silly?
Tenía una pregunta, tío. Cuando le pasó el accidente, ¿no pudo sacar su arma al tiempo?
He's off the boat.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an N-O, right? It's a no. Sí. ¿Quiere que le diga algo a mi mamá?
He wants you to come together with cheerfulness. He says, come together.
Yes. And when he wants peace in the house.
Cheerfulness. There's a woman in white, a woman in red. Things that don't normally fit together, they're sitting at the same table. The woman in white is purity, virgin. The woman is red is harlot, prostitute, whore, historically speaking. And he's saying, sit down, talk.
¿Con quién quiere que hable, tío?
And you have to put the house in order. Because there's no place there. He says he can't rest.
Yes. I would like to know, like, who sent him to get shot?
Fate.
What do you mean by that?
Who sent me to get shot? It was sort of, what I'm getting is, on one hand, I don't want to blame. On another hand, I see, I see a drug dealer.
Yes, you're correct.
And he doesn't want to say who. It's more along the lines of, it was just fate. It just happened to be. It's just fate. It's just fate. It's just fate. It's just fate. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Did you?
In my head, it's a long chain of events. Like it's not just.
It's not just one.
It's not just one
See?
incident.
He's saying yes.
And that's what it is. It's fate. He's saying it was this long thread. Things, just things.
Silence.
There was some falseness, however. Yeah, the cat comes up and it's talking about, I take care of myself, but there is this false pretense. It is this sort of, he was brought under false pretense.
He was like, I don't know how to explain it, I can't even speak right now. I'm like speechless right now. Like in my mind, like I don't know if it's real what's happening around, you know, it's like, I feel like it's a dream.
He's saying I was doing my job.
Yo sé, tío.
I had to deliver. I had to do my job. I had to.
I felt like a cold breeze hand right here.
Yeah, I felt it too.
¿Me está tocando la mano, tío?
Oh, wow.
Yes. I guess he's happy to see me.
He's also telling you not to go down his path.
Like in the same direction.
Yeah. He says be very careful. That's why he says get into church, because, or even though you don't believe in it, I don't believe in church.
He would always tell me that in person.
Go to church.
No quiero, tío.
The thing about churches is that there was this quote I saw: "If money is the root of all evil, then why do churches ask for donations?"
Oh, he's not going to be happy. He says yes. Okay, enough about that.
Okay, tío, okay. Ya está bien, pues, okay.
The baby, the child comes up.
Ooh. That's a tough one.
Did he have children?
Yes. He had two.
Oh.
Yes. He's worried about his kids.
Yeah.
¿Está preocupado por mis sobrinos, tío? Yeah. I want to know if my other aunts and grandmas are with him.
Yes.
Ahí está mi abuelita con usted y mi tía Suseli. ¿Ustedes son los que están en la casa? Oh, wow. I'm just amazed that they're...
Well, when I look at this card, it is the friend with all the flowers. That is, whenever you see the friend with flowers, it is, and they're cut off. The flowers are in the state of dying. They're in the state of, but they're flowers, like loved ones. And he's holding on to them like this. So he's bringing the flowers, bringing the loved ones.
Mm. So they're the ones that are in the house sometimes.
They come and go. He stays a lot more, but
Yeah.
they come and go.
To take care of my mom.
Yeah, this is both the grandmother and the mother card.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, there's a lot of reflections, and he's worried about your sister, about his sister,
Yeah.
about your mom,
Mm-hmm.
because she gets really sad,
Yeah, she does.
and it makes her, she thinks about death more than she should.
She's always talking about like that stuff, like saying, you know, I'm on one day I'm gonna die. Eventually, if these arguments keep coming at home, because with the other sister we have, and I don't like it when she says that.
She keeps repeating the same chapter over and 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 over. She can't turn the page. She can't turn the page. She can't forget the past. It eats at her. She can't. She wants to. She can't. She can't turn the page.
She misses my uncle a lot.
Yeah. She feels guilty. And he says, no.
She shouldn't feel like that.
He said, I had to do what I had to do, and you do what you have to do. But it wasn't your fault. It was fortune. It was fate.
It was just calling me away.
He is telling you that your family cannot wait. You have to, there has to be action in this. There has to be some sort of action. He's telling you it can't wait. There's no waiting.
I want her, ¿qué quiere que lo que haga? I want him to tell me what he wants me to do.
Well, this is the enemy card. It talks about, that's one of jealousy.
Oh. What does he mean by oh?
Well, it could be the beginning of a name. It could be the O.
It could be in.
On.
N. On.
¿En quién? T. O. No. T. O. No.
He says money. Money is important. Money. Money, money, money.
Yes. See. I think he spun it backwards, I think. I saw no to con no con tu with your con tu and
Cut it at the top.
Breakdown of communication. You have to talk. You have to actually talk. You have to talk to the family. You have to do it.
okay, tío, lo voy a hacer. Yes.
Protector, he says basically, with this peacock, he says you are, he says you were always very proud, and he was always very proud of you, and you kind of always made him laugh, and he always kind of liked that. And when he had to step in and sort of be protector and take care of your family.
Yeah.
And now he says, I'm gone, and now you are the man, you have to do it. You have to take care of him. You have to take care. You're the man. You're the peacock.
Yo sé, tío, yo lo estoy tratando de hacer. Yes. He knows.
It breaks his heart. That's what he says. My heart, my heart. It hurts my heart. There's no peace. It hurts.
He's right. He knows like there's no peace at home.
The Lord card upside down. It's feeling lost. He says, wandering in a wilderness. You feel like you have to carry a big stick. You always have your sword drawn. It's like you specifically.
Like, you know, when like everybody's like bashing on me at home, like they always like, yeah, cause like my other sister, she's always like, so I always get that feeling when something's like here.
Okay, that's okay. There's no apologies needed. It's
like I say, she's always throwing stuff at me all the time, saying everything's my fault, everything's my fault, whatever goes on at home.
well. There's going to be changes. Change is never easy. It's always painful.
Whoa, that felt really cold right here.
There's going to be
You feel it?
Yeah, shut the door.
There's going to be changes in the home. He says there has to be.
There has to be.
So you have to be the man.
I've been trying.
And you know what's funny? Macho, macho, macho.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
He would always tell that person, even on the phone, sometimes when we make phone calls, he would be telling me that. Well, I think it's getting colder over here. He's like, is it probably right here? Like, I'm not too sure, but.
He's there. He's right there. Ooh, yeah. He's traveling around. He's going.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He says he is going to follow you home because he says, I gotta do this. I've gotta follow. I gotta watch. You gotta let me rest at some point. Yeah, I'll be in the car with you tonight, I guess. He's kind of doing that.
Yes.
He also says there is going to be a separation. The opposite of reunion is separation. And it is, my feeling is between you and your sister.
That's happened already because like we can't be near each other, so we cannot.
Separato.
Yeah.
Is that right? Separato.
Separado.
Separato.
There you go.
I don't speak Spanish. I get
teach you one day.
I get images sometimes.
Are you saying you did speak Spanish? Oh,
No.
probably misheard.
I don't speak Spanish. He says yes, you do.
Somebody did.
I can say.
You're quite joking with us right now.
I can say. What's his name?
Jose.
Jose.
Yeah.
Jose. Por la foto a propina, por favor. See?
Understood.
No, he says.
But you speak it kind of fast though. You speak fast.
Señor. I'm joking. I laugh. Señora. Por la foto. El propina, por favor.
He's laughing inside right now.
Yeah, he's laughing. He knows why. He knows why that's funny. Don't you? Don't you?
¿Sí sabe por qué, tío?
He knows why that's funny. He says, letters. So he's contacting you frequently.
Like he's trying.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're in English and stuff.
Yeah.
Pues aprende inglés.
But he keeps saying, put the house in order, put the house in order. It's
Yeah.
not structured, it's not structured, it's not safe, it's not safe.
It's
Put the
not
house in
safe.
order, it's not safe, it's not safe. Up is down and down is up and that's not right. It's like it's structurally even. It's like there's energy inside the house and that's where you...
I'm gonna try to ask him if it has to do with my sister. Es por la Ángela, tío. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. The lover card comes up because the thing is, he says, I love her. But he goes, you know, she's in a different place.
Oh yeah.
He says that. She's in a different place.
May I ask you? I don't know if this I'm kind of interrupting with the session, but
You can come over here if you'd like to.
Yeah, now that...
yeah.
Yeah, you can come in.
Since you have it running over there.
Yeah, come on in. Pull this
Part of
chair.
I practice
It's part of
chair.
the.
Oh, thank you.
How do you feel?
What's your
about
question?
I would like to ask, what kind of place is that different place you're talking about? I know there's probably I'm skeptical about when it comes to religion. I don't know if there's heaven, but I believe there's hell. Because there's so much evil.
This is the other place. It's a space that is without time. I don't believe in heaven or hell, like we think of as heaven or hell.
Mhm.
It's a state of consciousness, and there is reincarnation. So when one gets reincarnated, he says, okay. He says that there's limbo and there's in between. You can get reincarnated and then you have a better life, or you can come back as something simple, like sometimes you come back as a caterpillar, you know. Sometimes he says, yeah, you come back. He actually says that's not so bad. He's a funny man.
Yeah.
He's funny. Who thinks?
Is your uncle still there?
Yeah.
Oh. Well. He's good.
He keeps saying though, the servant, when she's upside down, she says, when she's right side up, she's quiet and she just does her job, and she sort of tries to blend into the woodwork. But when she's upside down, she says, I'm spilling the tea. I gotta take care of me. I've gotta take care of this. I've gotta take care of my situation.
Talk
Fuck
about
the
my
tea.
mom.
Yeah. Yeah, there he goes.
Yes. Oh.
Mm-hmm. The doctor card comes up. It's one about patience, it's one about healing, it's one about communication. So, communicate. These were the ones we already read earlier. The journey. Mm-hmm.
I got a question. Okay, like I told you earlier, like how I think it's more, morbid. Like, why is that though?
We all have a fascination with death. I mean, even Jose had a fascination somewhat with death. Didn't you? He's not going to answer. He goes, when we drive by a car accident, we drive by slowly. The color red is oftentimes very exciting. It is the reason that there are cars that, that's why your insurance is higher with a red car. It excites energy. So why is that? It's human to both be fascinated by and even slightly scared by the unknown. And we want to know what is the other side, what is the other side, what is the other side.
What? Okay, but like, why am I so, like, fascinated with death?
Well, there's many reasons. I think we should probably say goodnight to Jose, because he's going.
Actually,
He's going. I don't know what. I don't understand what you're. He
actually, his
says.
name is George. Sorry, he's Jose.
Oh, George.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought your uncle's name was Jose too.
Yeah, I went.
I
Oh,
would
yeah.
like, I'm gonna talk about you. Anything else like he would like to say before I let you go?
Before we let
Before
you.
he would like to follow me home and stuff.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos. Yorgo? That's Greek.
Mm.
Yorgo. Bienvenidos. Sorry, I don't speak very well the Spanish. Spanish.
Alright, pues tío, ya no tengo que cerrar porque vamos a hacer otra cosa. I'm asking Tom that he's going to be here with us still and follow me home if he likes to. Si quiere, aquí puede estar con nosotros y me puede seguir conmigo en el carro. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yorgo, till next time.
Para la otra. Adiós.
Adios.
Oh wow.
Wow, that was quick. That was quick.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you, Yorgo.
Yeah, I never felt that emotional like this in a while.
Yeah.
Like,
And so
it felt like it wasn't me. Like,
it wasn't. He was here. So for you, Michael, why are you fascinated with it? Well, why do people ride a roller coaster ride? Because
of that adrenaline?
it's adrenaline, and it can be scary, and it can be a rush, and it can be exciting, and we understand sometimes that we're safe, and that's why we ride them. So when one thinks about death, and when one looks at death, I find it to be very natural. Some people, for instance, there is the Museum of Death in Hollywood. Some people really enjoy that place. For me, because I'm very sensitive, I went, ooh, I don't like this place at all. So it's a natural response to death, to either, it's not that you like it, it's just that it fascinates you and it intrigues you, and it's almost a learning process to learn. Yeah, it took a lot of energy.
I always get that when I feel some energy or some type of entities, like even when I go out exploring.
So we can ask now, if you like, if there's anybody else who would like to talk, or we can say goodnight.
You guys?
I'm okay. I don't know you guys.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So what we'll do, I'll bring my bell back. We will just...
I had a question. I'm not sure it would be possible, like maybe if we could like somehow hear his voice more clearly, like him communicating through one of like Like I wouldn't mind having him.
Sometimes that does. He already said goodbye though,
Yeah.
so it would be a lot to bring him back, because it's that yanking.
Oh, okay.
And there were times he
Like I could
tried to communicate through me, but I don't really speak Spanish, so.
Yeah, I'll say probably next time we.
I was getting images like when I said macho.
Yeah.
That's not a word that's not what I don't.
Yeah.
That's not what I don't even say that. So that was him saying, yeah, it's me. Hi, macho.
Yeah, probably next round maybe if we get a hold of him, like I would like him to come through me, you know. I would accept
That can happen. It
I would-
doesn't
I would experience
always
it, how it
happen. It
feels,
doesn't
you know.
always
You
happen.
call him, you're talking about possession in this case, right?
Possession. Mhm.
I would like to do it.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, because I myself, we have to close the board before too long, because right now it's still open. So we can discuss that afterwards. But would you retrieve that salt, that over there, please?
Okay.
And you can have some of this too. This is just pistachios. So after you do this, it takes a lot of energy. The salt clears you, it cleanses you.
Oh, wow.
So if you just
Oh, that's why I feel like dragging out.
so just take a few of those, like you just pour it in your hand. And yeah, just like that. And since you were here,
Thank you. Pistachios, right?
Lightly salted. That'll cleanse the palate. And now, as we go back together, we're going to close the veil. Gentle spirits. Gentle spirits, we thank you so much for joining us tonight. As the veil is closing, we send you blessings as we go our way. And the veil is closing as above, so below. The veil is closed. Thank you, gentle spirits. And that was it. So, there